this week here, we had some good news. South Dakota now passed a law requiring all public schools to display "In God We Trust" motto. And of course, we have there's been a lot of a lot of negative backfeed on that. People saying that they're pushing religion and all this kind of stuff. But it's interesting. The people that say that this is pushing religion, they're actually trying to push a different religion upon us. They say that it's separation between church and state, yet they're pushing all their religious beliefs upon us, whether that be we came from monkeys, that would be evolution, or tolerance and diversity and all these things. So the question really isn't which God we worship as a country or which God we have over us, or the question isn't whether or not we have God over us or whether or not it's in God we trust. The question is, which God are we going to put our trust in? Now, the left is always trying to get us to trust in other gods, whether that be the government or self or in, anything else other than the God of the Bible. So it's just not the truth when they say that they're for separation of church and state, because everybody worships a God, whether they realize it as a God or not. Every country has a God that is over it, because all laws that are made by a country uphold the moral standards of some higher power. And America was founded upon, founded as being one nation under the God of the Bible, and our laws were taken from the Bible. Our laws and morality, our culture were taken from the Bible, and the left is trying to erase that history, rewrite it, and make us into this pagan society that worships all the different, all different gods, which really in reality is it's one that they're trying to take us from one nation under God to many nations under many gods, which in reality is it's paganism, or whenever you're worshiping many gods, you're really worshiping one other God, and that would be Satan. So they wrote here, let me see here, this group organized against it. They said that they're against the motto "In God We Trust" on U.S. currency, and they're against this new law being passed. And they said these laws are about advancing the big lie that the United States was founded on God or Christianity, thus dismantling the wall between religion and government. It's they're saying it's a big lie that this nation was founded on God. Obviously, they haven't read the Mayflower Compact, where our forefathers came here with the specific purpose of advancing the gospel of Jesus Christ. And they're also ignoring the fact that what gave birth to our nation and our Constitution, was the Declaration of Independence, which was nothing but a plead to God to help them in their cause against the unjust rule of King George. Okay? And so anyways, if you read the Declaration of Independence, you find, there's no way you can say this nation wasn't founded upon God or Christianity, because the Declaration of Independence is all about asking God for help. Let me see what else I want to say about that. Psalms 33 says, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord." So, so this is really nice that they're doing this, because if we don't define who we are as a people, somebody else will define that for us, and that's what the left is doing for us. They're trying to redefine us as a nation that worships many gods, and we have many cultures instead of one culture, and you name it. But so this is really beautiful that they're doing this, because when we do this as a nation, we start defining who we are and what our purpose is. And I wish, it is my hope and prayer, that all other states would do the same thing, and we'd have less school shootings. You'd have a lot less problems when kids go to school and they realize, hey, I'm not God. I can't just do whatever I want. If I go and going to school and shoot everybody up, if I see in God we trust there, now I'm thinking about I might go to hell. But if it's not there, you think you can just do whatever you want and get away with it, and there are no consequences. So it does, by putting that in there, you do instill a little bit, even if it's a non-believer, they're still going to feel a little bit of the fear of God. There's going to be a little bit of fear of God in the place. And Proverbs tells us that the fear of God is the beginning of knowledge. Because if you don't respect or fear God, reverence Him, you're not going to even attempt to follow what He says. Why would you? You figure, why do I need to do that? All right. So anyway, anybody got any comments on that?
I just think it's awesome. It seems like there's a few other, I can't think specifically, but I've heard other stories recently where things like that are happening, or they're trying to get rid of dismantling abortion laws, or they're bringing back In God We Trust, or I think there was one where Pledge Allegiance. Yeah, that was the other one. So it's encouraging.
Right. It's.
I don't, the one religion I feel like they really are part of is the religion of environmentalism.
Right.
And that's such a spiritual thing for so many people, which of course we want to take care of our planet, and that's obvious, but they, that becomes their God.
Right.
And it's Mother Nature. Mm-hmm.
And that actually, and a lot of people don't realize it, but nature worship was the foundation of paganism.
Exactly. And it seems
long ago.
Such a noble thing, we love our earth, and I love the trees, and because God created them, I love them too, but they worship the earth, not the creator of it.
Right.
That's, I think, one of the biggest ones going right now, as far as the religions, false religions, is environmentalism.
Yeah, that's a good point. This just reminded me of what happened here recently, that Princeton, Minnesota, actually, our city council now displays this motto up in the council chambers.
That's right, I remember that now.
So that's pretty cool.
No, that's super encouraging. We're heading in the right direction for a change.
Yeah.
Seems like we're always going the wrong direction. But,
right. Yeah, we just went through South Dakota.
Yeah.
This just happened, I think, while we were going through this.